Coach Mike McConathy, after a
disappointing loss to a good Laterno team this afternoon in Prather Coliseum. Tell us what happened.
Well, I mean, you just obviously we battled back. We got it to a 1-point game off and on. We got down as many as 11 in the first half, battled back, cut it to 1. Second half, we come out, and the first thing out, we're down 4 again because they nailed a 3. They made a lot of shots at opportune times. And we're turning the ball over, and then we get the ball and we just give it back to them. They got a lot of easy buckets, but extremely well coached. Really a team that has a lot of experience, that competes and does a lot of good things. We just defensively are not doing a very good job at all. You get 105 hung on you at Houston, 99 here today. You got to keep people in front of you, and we're not doing that. Eventually, at some point, we'll figure that out. The reason we're trying to extend the pressure, we're trying to make the game to where we could shorten the game at the end of the game, but it backfired on us. If you go back to the Grambling game we played, it was kind of similar to that. We just give up layup after layup after layup, and we just can't do that. So, there's some things that coaching staff we've got to improve on and understand we can't play fast until we get to. Bright spots of the day would be Larry Owens' play inside. I thought Ish did some really good things, did well. C.J. Jones had some good moments. Isaiah Sweeney had some good moments. But, all in all, across the board, we didn't do the little things that we needed to be successful. You have to give them a tremendous amount of credit for how disciplined they are, the offense they run, and they just really make shots. But it was frustrating because we were right there at I think it was 67 to 68 or something like that, and there was a 2-minute stretch there where the wheels came off, where things, we had a technical on Ish whenever he dunked the ball and was standing there. He was called for taunting, and I don't think he said anything, but that's what the officials saw. That's life. That's what it is. Then we got a technical on the bench, frustration. Guy steps up to give a technical on the bench, of one of our guys, a bench technical, and I got one for falling down. So it was a clean slide. I was not safe. I was called out.
Well, you just know you better
Have better traction next time.
Definitely so. Maybe I just need to sit down over there.
Okay. Now talk about
The process here, because really in the grand scheme of things, as frustrating as it is to lose this game, disappointing, whatever word you want to use, it doesn't matter much.
Now, I mean, it matters from a standpoint we got beat, but it doesn't matter in the process of where you're trying to get. You're trying to get somewhere in March versus now. So it is pretty frustrating to lose to. It doesn't matter who you lose to, a great team or not, but you can't look at it, and I've said this before, basketball and baseball have a different deal with the season. You build toward a conference deal where you play 10 and 11 and 12, and baseball probably 20-something non-conference games to build your team, to figure out where you need to go, get better. The only problem is they are keeping score on that scoreboard, because every gym in America does have one. So it's not easy to be able to just, hey, let it roll off your back and do what you need to do. But, we've got to probably shorten some things. By that I mean shorten what we're trying to do defensively, shorten what we're doing offensively, and just try to find the things that are working for us right now to where we can get better as the year goes along.
And you've got one more game without Jalen West, Wednesday night at
SMU, and you've got a team with one of the youngest teams in the country, 8 newcomers, 6 freshmen. So what was your message to this group after?
I just said, the adversity you go through, you got to grow. You got to grow with every bad situation. Every time that you come into a situation, you got to work through it. And you can't throw your hands up and get frustrated and say, "Oh, I'm done with this, that, and the other." You just got to lower your head, bow your neck, as my dad used to say, bow your neck, son, and you got to get tougher. And that's what we've got to do. We got to get tougher, and we got to do the little things to try to put ourselves in position where we can be successful.